very good morning, dear students. How are you all? Take care and be good, eat healthy food and be fit to learn the lessons. As we have started the lesson, The Summit Within by HPS Ahluwalia. And he says in this lesson about his experiences that he had it when he had reached or scaled the Mount Everest. And he's also talking about another summit, that's the summit of our mind. How can we reach the summit of our mind, by having certain qualities. In order to climb up the mountains, the climbing equipment is not just we require. We need to have certain features, certain important characteristics that we need to have. And here in this passage, he talks about the qualities that the mountaineer need to have. Okay, all of you must open your textbooks, page number 77. I'll be reading this and every one of you please stay focused. Even when getting down from the summit, once the physical exhaustion had gone, I began asking myself the question why I had climbed Everest. Why did the act of reaching the summit have such a hold on my imagination? After he had climbed down from the Mount Everest, he had got too much of exhaustion. Exhaustion in the sense, too much of fatigueness or being tired out. He was completely tired out, and he says that even after getting great tiring, he was not being disappointed. He was well satisfied, and he says something like this. I began asking myself a question. Why he needs to ask a question to himself, He just wanted to clarify his doubts and certain questions arised in his mind. What are those? Why I had climbed Everest? What was the reason? What was the purpose of climbing the Mount Everest? He had just questioned himself. Why did the act of reaching the summit have such a hold on my imagination? Before he reached the great mountain Everest, he had been imagining the things. Before he had climbed that great heights of the world, he was having a great imagination in his mind. It was already a thing of the past, something done yesterday. When we achieve something, we always look forward for another adventure, isn't it? Climbing the Mount Everest is a kind of adventure. Even after reaching the Mount Everest, he was again asking a question, what is next? What is next? He was not just satisfied after reaching the heights. He was questioning that what it could be. So something that I had already done. It was the past event. Something that is already done. Something that had happened yesterday. What next I could do the best. With every passing day, it would become more remote. So when the days are passing day by day, the experience of climbing the Mount Everest is getting faded. It has become so remote. Remote means the far away thing. Even people also never take it as an adventure. Oh, so and so person has climbed the Mount Everest. So every single day they are not gonna admire the personality. Maybe at that moment, like 1965 that he had reached, isn't it? As we have seen it in the previous class. In 1965's act, 75 is gone, 85 is gone, 95 is gone. Too many years have already been passed. So he says that after reaching some particular target, after reaching your ambition, you'll be having always a question of achieving the new adventures. You wanted to do something best or something new. And in the same way, HPS Ahluwalia was questioning himself. And then what would remain? Would my memories fade slowly away? And all his memories of climbing the Mount Everest are getting faded. It's getting fade off. All these thoughts led me to question myself as to why people climb the mountains. Finally, he had got a big question mark. What was it? What was it? Climbing. Why people choose to climb the mountains? What is great with the mountains? Okay, it is not easy to answer the question because each one of them, if we ask the same question to any mountaineer or the number of mountaineers across the world, they would be giving various type of answers, various type of responses we will be getting from them. So almost all of them will give only one answer. What is that? It's there. Everest is lying over there. I just tried on and I got achievement. That's it. It's as simple as that. It was lying over there. So that the same thing he was saying. The simplest answer would be as others have said, because it's there. What most of the people across the world would say, especially the mountaineers. Yes, of course. That was the highest peak in the world. So we just tried on. We achieved it because it is lying over there. It represents great difficulties. Actually, climbing mountains is not an easy task. It is consisting or constitutes too many difficulties, too many obstacles we need to overcome. Unless you overcome those obstacles, you cannot reach the cliff of the mountain of Everest. Okay, man takes delight in overcoming obstacles. What is the nature of humans? Delight, they'll find the delight, they'll get joy and happiness, they'll get satisfaction, utmost satisfaction when they overcome obstacles. What does it mean by obstacles? Obstacles are nothing but difficulties. Okay? So overcoming, what does it mean by overcome? Come across, or you just cross the problems, you just cross the burdens, you just cross the problems. Obstacles or problems, hardships, difficulties and dangerous experiences. Climbing mountain is not an easy task, but usually people say that man gets great joy when he overcomes the obstacles. And he says the obstacles in climbing a mountain are physical. Whatever the obstacles that you get it when you are climbing up the mountain, those are all physical obstacles. Or these problems or these dangers are physical only. As a person, physically, will be getting too many obstacles. That's not, that's very simple. Okay, as a man, not only climbing the mountains, too many mountains we will be climbing each day. Okay, they are not literally mountains, but the mountain-like problems, the mountain-like hardships, we usually try to overcome them. Man is always overcoming the problems that he faces each day. So, when a person is facing too many difficulties in his life, okay, climbing or overcoming the obstacles of climbing a mountain is nothing. A climb to a summit means endurance. Suppose if anybody wants to climb up a mountain, he has to, it means, or a climb to a summit, here summit in the sense, the great height means endurance. What is endurance? Determination. What is endurance? Determination. What is determination? Having a great desire to do something. What is determination? Having a great desire to do something. You need to have desire, and when you have desire of your own heartful desires can be fulfilled if you are really having that willpower. So each and every quality, 3 qualities I just wanted to discuss with you. The first one is endurance. Endurance means determination. Determination in the sense having a great desire to do something. Persistence. Though you get difficulties, if you keep trying, is a quality of persistence. What does it mean by persistence? Though you get difficulties, though you face dangers, though you get the obstacles, you keep trying. You fall many times, but you keep trying to stand on your legs. You just wanted to take the help of some support and you wanted to get up from the place where you have fallen. Have you understood what does it mean by persistence? Persistence in the sense, though you get difficulties, you try to get up again and you wanted to stand and gathering all the strength and stamina. That's the quality of persistence. And willpower. What does it mean by willpower? When you have taken a great challenge, you just wanted to do it. That is the power of will. So this willpower I just wanted to compare with iron will. Okay? Unless you heat the iron never get melted, isn't it? In the same way, if you have a great willpower, nobody or nothing can be disturbing it. Okay? Nothing else can disturb your willpower. The demonstration of these physical qualities, these are all the physical qualities that we have, is no doubt exhilarating. So when you have these three qualities, it definitely exhilarates your spirit. Every one of us have spirit, soul and our life. Life is having three parts, no? Life, soul and spirit. God has given these three things. We have bodily power and we have soul, and the soul is also having the great spirit. Okay? If you have a great spirit within you, it will exhilarate it. Automatically your spirit will be aroused or exhilarated, as it was for me also. He says that, HPS Ahluwalia says that, yes, I have got these three qualities. With these physical qualities, I just climbed up the Mount Everest. I have more personal answer to the question. Actually, when it comes to him, if anyone comes to this mountaineer, HPS Ahluwalia, and asked him, what's the reason, what's the purpose of climbing the Mount Everest? He says like this. From my childhood, he had a great dream of climbing heights. What was the dream in his childhood? HPS Ahluwalia, right from his childhood, he had a great spirit, or he had a great desire to climb up the mountains. Okay, it had been miserable. Actually, he used to feel very upset and he used to have disappointment, wherever he goes to the plains. Suppose if he goes along with his parents to any plains in the sense where there are no mountains and hills. In Kakinada, no hills or mountains you can see. If you go to Anakapalli, Yalamanchali and Vizag, you can see the mountains, and not big mountains, the hilly area you come across. Actually, HPS Ahluwalia, whenever he goes to any plains, he gets disappointment. Why he got disappointment, There were no hills and mountains around. He likes to climb up the mountains and big hills. And in the plains, he had been miserable, lost when away from mountains in the plains. Actually, when he leaves his place and goes to some other area wherever the mountains and hills are not present, he gets disappointment. Okay, and mountains are nature its best. What is that? In the nature, mountains add more beauty to the nature. Nature will be more appreciated. Nature's beauty can be easily considered when there are mountains. That's why HPS Ahluwalia says that mountains are nature at its best. Nature can be considered so beautiful, so admiring when there are mountains. And their beauty and majesty pose a great challenge. What are the two qualities that the mountains have? One is they are known for beauty. Mountains are known for beauty and majesty. What does it mean by majesty? Kingly just means a great pride. Okay, mountains will give a great pride because they are too high. Okay, something that is much higher than the other, it's surely getting the reputation of pride, isn't it? Mountains always gets these two qualities, and people can consider mountains as the best ones because of these two qualities. One is the majesty, the other one is it gives the pose of great challenge. It is challenging the other things of the nature. And like many people believe like this. I also believe like this. What the people believe in it, and what HPS Ahluwalia also believe in it. I believe that mountains are a means of communication with God. What is that? Mountains stands as the best communicative means with God. That's the reason most of the temples, all Hindu temples and some Christian churches are also built up on big hills, because people started believing in that God will come and rest down, and he rest his foot on the mountains. And mountains are considered as the best means of communication with God. So in this paragraph we have seen that what are the physical qualities that HPS Ahluwalia has just reached the summit of the Mount Everest, and what are the other qualities that we need to reach the mountain or the summit within us. It will be discussed in the next class. Until then, goodbye, and you must take care, and you are requested to read the lesson thoroughly. Every single sentence will give you a kind of promise that you will get it very soon, and you can even enjoy the part of reading. Thank you, children.